everyone, welcome to another video. Thank you to all my new subscribers and everyone that's stuck with me. I've got something so exciting. Look at this, Ohuhu pencils. Oh my goodness. So they arrived yesterday, but I was unable to make a video yesterday. So before I get into anything further, there is going to be a 10% off discount code in the description box. Just click the little arrow and it will drop down and you'll see everything there. So, I mean, look at this tin for a start. We've got this gorgeous artwork on the top. There's 72 of these. We'll have a closer look at it in a minute. It says the light, fast and waterproof, richly saturated pigments, soft and thick lead, eco-friendly, natural base wood, easily blending and colouring for artists. And then we've got a range of the colours on the back. Is that, do you pronounce that Halawa? Halawa? Oil-based coloured pencils. So they are going to be possibly a layering pencil. So it's the first time I've opened it. They've got a hinged lid. Draw, feel, empower, it says on the top. That's nice. Okay, so we've got the Ohuhu user manual in different languages, which is very handy. And then it tells you about the pencils there. These coloured pencils are ultra soft lead. Yeah, it tells you a little bit about them as we would expect. There's the colours and the names there. And then we get their gorgeous cardstock that they give us, and we can do swatching on there. So I will probably swatch them and keep them in with the pencil so I don't lose them. That's how I'm going to do it. They're all named and numbered by the look of it. So let's pick one out that you'll be able to see. Let's pick this one. So they're pre-sharpened with a flat tip, so you'll need to sharpen them yourself, but obviously not going to have to kill yourself to get a nice tip on there. They're named with the, how do you say it, Halawa pencils, and the gold Ohuhu. They've got a gold encased end, and then if we turn it round, we've got blue violet and the number there 91, and then how it conforms to their safety standards, I presume. They're a 4mm core, and like I said, they are oil based, and it says they offer rich creamy colours that are perfect for colouring, blending, shading and layering. We will see, folks. So they were beautifully packaged, bubble wrapped, boxed, the whole thing. And if we lift out this bit of foam that's protected the tips, and I put those in the top, these are the colours that we get. Really nice selection, actually. Look at these pastels. Really nice selection for a 72 set. So I'm not going to make you suffer and watch while I sharpen them and swatch them. I will, wherever, I'll put it back in here, haven't I? I will swatch them on the cards and I'll let you know any thoughts once I've done that, and then we'll do a bit of colouring with them. Maybe try some Amazon paper, maybe try some Johanna paper, and just see how they work on different types of paper. Being oil based, I would hope that they would work on smoother type paper, but we will check it out. So I will be back when I have swatched them out, and I'll let you know any thoughts then before we do any sort of trial colouring with them. See you in a second. Okay, I'm back. I've sharpened them all and swatched them. Look at these colours. Oh, look at that ice blue and these pastel shades. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now, what, you know, we can swatch and use it on the spectacular card, but will it work in our colouring books? So we need to try. I had no problems sharpening them apart from this one, which was lemon yellow light, I think. Yeah, light lemon yellow. And the rest of them sharpened beautifully, no breakages or anything. They do feel creamy, but like I say, swatching is one thing, but putting them actually to the task is another. So I've got out Small Victories, Johanna Basford's, of course, and just so we can do a little bit of testing and it doesn't take for hours on end. And I thought we'd do this little image at the bottom here because it will give us some greens and we can use some different colours, you know. So, being a new set of pencils, we have to try and work this out. So, I don't really want a blue, I don't want a nighttime sky in there, so I want to try and use these soft pinks and things that we've got. So I'm going to go in with, they've got some amazing names by the way, I'm going to go in with a Lavender Aroma. And what's nice about a little set is that you can pull a pencil quickly, because you know what I'm like with my names and numbers and things. I get all muddled. Okay, so let's go in with some Lavender Aroma, and I want to make this background this lovely soft pink, I think, or some pinks. And I'll take out those stars somehow, or I might put them in silver or something. We don't always have to have a blue sky, do we? I mean, why? Okay, so already they're gliding on Johanna's paper. Bear in mind that Johanna's paper is probably one of the best quality papers that we get to colour in. And just working really beautifully. Look at that. I hope you can pick up on the colour coming down. It's quite pale, this colour, but I really thought it was very pretty and we can play with it. Julie Arts might take those stars out for me. But let's put this colour all in. Because they are oil, you'd usually expect to layer them up like a polychromos. I'm not going to compare them to polychromos because that's not fair. They are not polychromos and should not be compared to, really, to a world-class pencil like that. Although I'm saying they are easier to use, I think, than a polychromos, probably softer, but we'll see. Will they layer up? Okay, so let's go in now with a little bit of let's go in with a little bit of, I wanted more pinks, but there isn't. We've got light rose, but that's very bright. Let's go in with some what they call peach. So let's go in with that. Okay, let's have a look at it compared to the swatch. Not bad. Not bad match. Definitely not peach, but matches the pencil quite well. Let's go in with this. And we'll put this in over the top. So we'll see how it copes with a bit of layering. Or how they cope, rather, not it. We'll put this pink in. I don't want it to get too bright, this background. But maybe we could add... Oh, I've got a bit of an idea. Since we're testing out the colours and the pencils. So I'm just doing little light scumbly circles. And we'll see how we get on. Now they also say they're amazing to colour over watercolours and alcohol markers. So okay, let's come back in with that Lavender Aroma. They've got some lovely names. They've got one of the greys is called Silverfish, which is a bit creepy. Silverfish are, unless they mean like silverfish in the river, but in the UK we call silverfish those little like things you get in damp houses that are a bit gross. But they could well just mean ordinary. Oh, I'm so sorry. They could well mean ordinary silverfish. So They're layering up nicely. We seem to be able to get a nice smooth transition in that little pink background. Now let's see, I'm going to come out a little bit, not too far, just a little bit, because I don't want to lose you. And let's see, let's add a little bit of light blush. Let's add a little bit of that. I think that's it, yeah. Light blush, let's add a little bit of that. Let's keep it nice and soft and beautiful. I like the greens, so you've got that extreme bright greens, but you've also got the earthy greens that I love that are in there. And this is a relatively small set. I would like to have seen a really like deep red more than the carmine here, but you know, in a small set you can darken colours up with other colours. We do have a Payne's grey. So how are they doing? Let's see. I think that's cute. We'll go back in with our lavender aroma and just fill in the little gaps that I've left. I might be able to take those stars out with some Tule art. On Patreon I've managed to cover some stars and things on a face in Hannah Carlson's book with some Tule art, so I'm very pleased with that. So we'll try that. Okay. Obviously I would sit and spend more time blending through and deepening up colours and whatnot, but or maybe I just will. I'm quite enjoying it actually. And it would seem, if I slow down, that actually the more pencil you get down, the easier they respond. So they're layering beautifully. Look at that. It's so pretty. And we'll come back in with our lavender. And our, what was it called? Light blush? Yeah, light blush. So I couldn't see them on Amazon, but I'm no doubt, knowing Ohuhu, they will be released shortly on Amazon, and it may be a possibility. I'll ask them all this, but it's they're all out of the office, aren't they? I think it's Chinese New Year, isn't it? I will ask them all this when they come back, if they're going to sell them individually, which I'm pretty certain they will. If they take off, I'm sure they will, you know. We can buy individual markers and things from them now, so I'm sure that the intention would have been that they'll develop this pencil line and we can get them individual, and probably bigger sets too. But they've got to start somewhere, a bit like the Artex watercolours. You know, they've got to start somewhere and see what the response is. That's really very beautifully blended. They've blended really lovely. Okay, let's try some of these greens. I like moss green. Let's get moss green. There it is. Now, how does that measure up for Yeah, not bad, look. I think they've worked really hard on this set. So moss green, and then we're going to go in with, let's go in with, ooh, earth green yellowish and bamboo cyan. So we know the name earth green yellowish from Polychromos, but bamboo cyan is a completely different name. We may have seen these colours before, but... So let's go in with our moss green, and I'm going to do my leaves like I normally do in little spaces. Let's put the darkest colour on this side in the centre, and then soften it out, and then we'll come down this side and pull it down there and soften it out like that. And then we'll go in with our next colour, which is earth green yellowish. This is not bad little picture to be testing new pencils out with. Look at that. And then we'll go in with the bamboo cyan, which is much brighter, yellowy green. Okay, and then we can deepen that up. So moss green seems to be our darkest green in this set, but we could always add some different colours if we want to deepen it up even further. But I think that looks pretty. Let's keep it soft, and let's put our bamboo cyan back over the top and see what happens. They should all blend together, and it does. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Okay, so to save us a little bit of time, I'm going to go and colour the rest of these, and we'll come back and we'll use some different colours for the tiny little leaves and the little bell flowers here. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, finished those leaves. Look how cute they are. It worked beautifully. They've blended on this paper, but then most pencils, well, I don't know, Johanna's paper can be fussy, but they've worked beautifully on here anyway. And I didn't tell you, I think they were, let me just get the web page back up. I think they're 30, where are they? I'm trying to find the price for you guys. £39. So I'm on the UK site for Ohuhu. But yeah, they are really beautiful. And I wonder if they do. I'll find out in a minute. Instead of me doing it on camera, I'll find out in a minute. So I've got these two beautiful pastels. This is lettuce green, and I've got ice blue, and I thought we'd do these. I know it's a bit odd, but we're testing pencils. So, and then I can do some nice soft tulle arts over the top. So we'll do the ice green at the top, and we'll blend that into that, sorry, lettuce green, and blend it into the ice blue. Look at that, isn't that pretty? So cute. Oh, I'm really enjoying playing with these. And then we're going to do a little image maybe in, maybe if I can find a bit in RJ's new book, we can do some in there. I haven't, I didn't do a full colour with me yesterday because my father is in hospital extremely poorly and awaiting heart surgery, so my apologies for that, but you know, when family calls, and this was certainly one of those times. So, but I do think we could start, ooh, an RJ, maybe we can get RJ out next, because that's Amazon paper. And there's one thing colouring in Johanna's books, but what's it going to be like on Amazon? Because they are oil, but they are squidgier, much squidgier, I think, than Polychromos. They're not as hard as Polychromos, but they do respond better to layering. So going back over and over it. Isn't that pretty? Beautifully soft, beautifully soft. Now I want a colour for these little tiny leaves. I don't want anything too bright, and I don't want anything that's going to overwhelm the page but take away from the colour of these. So, what am I going to use, people? What am I going to use? I don't know. I don't know. Why are you asking me? I don't know. I'm joking. Why don't we go in then with a little bit of... Well, why don't we just use the moss green on their own, because they're too tiny to blend, maybe. We could do the moss green at the side here. There's an idea. Let's do the bottoms, actually, of these tiny, tiny little leaves. So you can colour quickly with them. I'm pressing a little harder. They've kept their nib really well, but then you would expect that, wouldn't you, from oil-based pencils. And we'll leave those bits. And then let's go back in with the... Let's take the lightest one, the bamboo cyan, and do the top of those. See, look how beautiful that... Look at that. Straight in there. Blend straight away. Oh, it's good fun. I'm going to have to do the rest of the page now, aren't I? Might have to use the same colours for the rest of the page. Okay, that's cute. And then I think we're going to take, just to be a bit different, let's take the Seagull Blue, it's called, which is a bit brighter, and the Bermuda. So it matches the leaves but is brighter. Maybe Bermuda, which I think is like a light aqua. Or is that Celadon? Yeah, let's do that. Celadon and... oh, I don't know. Yeah, let's do that. So Seagull Blue and Celadon. Let's do that on these little tiny leaves. Just because we can. And it's just a brighter version of the actual little petals. I might have to go back in with that Celadon's not showing up. Okay. That's not got enough contrast, so we'll go in with Azure Blue, the next one. Yeah, Azure Blue. Let's put a little bit of that in the bottom. Maybe in there. Chuck a little bit of that in the bottom of there. Just gently. Very cute. Very cute. And then I need, want some white. Do I want white? I'm grabbing my Thule Art Pastel pens here. These are my go-to pens. Well, yeah, let's do the soft yellow, which is 23 Bumblebee. And then I'm just going to test it on a piece of paper so I don't splat it all over my work. Okay. And we'll put a little yellow, because that will go with the green and the blue. Little yellow dots. Now I know this was Johanna's idea, but look at that, we've completed a whole image. I know small victories, that's the idea of it. And then I'm going to take out the star, like that. Mine looks like more like a little flower, but that's okay. There we go. What's happened with that one? That looks a right mess. There we go. There we go. Tidy it up a bit. And then I'm going to take white, I think, and I've been using the Arteza. However, I've been really impressed with the Arteza. However, just clean it off. What I did notice was, if you go back over it with anything water-based, they reactivate. They're not permanent. But I do like the nibs on the Arteza. So if you're not planning on going over it with anything, these are really nice pens. But look, you can see here, I'm just trying to clean it, and it's picked up the colour underneath. So I'd done the black, and then I went over it with white, and it reactivated it. Just something to be aware of. Okay. So let me try. Let's take out one side of our little bellflower. Like that. Okay, could do the whole thing, but I'm not going to because I think they'd just disappear completely. But yeah, very cute. Very cute. Okay, give me 2 minutes. I'll put these pencils away and we'll start again. I'll get an RJ book out and we'll try in there. See you in a second. Okay, I'm back and I've got RJ Hampson's Hide and Seek new book, which I did do a flip through of my last haul video, I think it was. I think this would be really good because we can try some browns and things on this tree. And then we've got her, you know, I don't know how much of it I'll do today, but we'll give it a good shot. Not all of it. I doubt very much I'll get all of it done, but okay. So I want some browns for this tree, and we've got the Van Dyke brown, which is the dark. I might even take a little bit of their black. And then we're going to go in with, let's see, let's do dark brown ochre. Dark brown ochre, and then I really like this tan colour. That's nice. Let's try that. Okay, and mongoose, that might be good too. Where's mongoose? It's in that pastel bit. Come on, there you go. There it is. Okay, so I've got 5 pencils there. Well, 4 if you don't count the black. So let's go in with, let's do a bit of the mongoose as a base. And I'm not putting alcohol markers down. Ordinarily on Amazon paper I would. And I might if we carry on the picture, but I want to test the pencils for all they're worth. So let's put some mongoose down on this tree. Okay, so far they feel lovely on this paper. They don't feel scratchy, they don't sound scratchy, they're smooth. Okay, let's do that bit for a start. Okay, and then I'm going to, usually I'll come in with my darks now and start bringing out where I want the dark bits of the tree to be. So I'm coming in with the Van Dyke brown, and I'm going to cover up RJ's lines by using the Van Dyke brown. We'll bring it in on the edges so that the tree looks like it's round rather than flat image on our page. Incidentally, if you haven't checked out RJ's YouTube channel, please do. He's got an incredible YouTube channel. I was watching him yesterday putting a page together, and how his ideas come together, it's wonderful. I think it'd be really nice for us all to support him. So if you go over there and you didn't know RJ have got a channel, let him know that I've sent you over there. He's a lovely, lovely man, and he seriously deserves a lot more love on YouTube than what he's getting, that's for sure. So yeah, go over and say hi, say Lucy sent me over. Okay, so let's get that in. We'll get some dark down here. We haven't done that branch for a minute, so we'll come back to that. Some dark at the top here. down the edges. Okay, we can always come back in and deepen over. So then let's now go in with the dark brown ochre. So this is a bit more reddy. So we'll get some nice variation in tones here, start to come through on our tree. Yeah, they're working really well. Working really, really well. And Amazon paper's got, it feels smooth, but it's got a really nice tooth to it, I think, actually. And yes, it's lovely to have Johanna's paper and things like that, but don't let Amazon paper put you off if you enjoy colouring pencils. It's just, you know, the right pencils on the right paper, I think, anyway. That's my opinion. I mean, everyone's different, so don't go shooting me down and saying, oh, Lucy, the paper's rubbish, we can't colour on it, blah-de-blah. But I think if you enjoy the images, which you do, which I do, and I know a lot of you love RJ, this is tan, that it's worth it. It's just find the pencils that work for you on the paper. And these are gorgeous. They're so easy to colour with. I mean, can you believe this? I haven't even gone back over with the dark yet, but look at that. Now there is a limit to Amazon's paper, obviously. You're not going to get to layer and layer and layer like we do in Johanna's. Let's go back to Van Dyke Brown and get that dark back in. I don't think I need the black. I wondered how dark this would come out, but you can see it for yourself. Look at that, those beautiful natural browns. Hope you don't mind a really long video like this, but I think it's important, if you're going to invest money in a pencil set, you need to know how they're going to work. The last time I invested time like this doing a pencil set was in the Artex pencil, 126 pencil, and I coloured a lot of pages in using different paper for you, so you could see for yourself how they worked. I love my Artex pencils because I love the colour range they've got in there. These, I would say, at the moment, are probably easier to use. Isn't that bizarre? I mean, they're just, I'm not trying. I'm not having to scrub it. I'm not having to work hard to get the colours to go over each other. Look, you know, this is Amazon paper. This is like, I'm really, really impressed. I'm genuinely really impressed. And I really hope that this becomes a popular brand. Okay, I'm going to go back in with that, what is this? Mongoose. That is gorgeous. Okay. That is so pretty. Okay, and in these bits, let's put some black in so they look like little holes maybe in the tree. Black's nice. Black works really well. Look at that. Very dark. Deepen up around this side. Wait, let's put some black in. We'll have that high contrast. Look at that. And then go back to our Van Dyke Brown, and I'm just going to smush that over, see what happens. Yeah. I mean, you'll see other people's opinions. I'm sure they'll pop up on lots and lots and lots of other channels, if they haven't already. I've been a bit, obviously, preoccupied in the last few days, so I haven't been able to check things out. but I'm sure you'll see other people's opinion, and I'm not fibbing to you, I promise. They're delightful. They're just a delight. And I'm probably blending too much now because look how much they're smushing into each other. So I'm going back in with that Van Dyke Brown and bringing out that dark again. And then our red colour. Isn't that amazing? Okay, I can finish the rest of the tree off camera, but that is just, yeah, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Isn't it? I'm really, really, actually, really impressed with that. Okay, I don't know what else I want to do. We've done some blues, but we haven't really given the blues a run for their money. So we could do this little dress. It's like a little sailor's dress, isn't it? Like a little, let me get a picture up. Let me Google it. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. There. Sailor dress. Okay. That's very cute. Okay. My computer must wonder what on earth goes on because I look up all sorts of images. Nothing awful, but everything to do with colouring books. They must be like, Google must be like, this woman can't make her mind up. What, you know, what does she like and what she doesn't like? All right, let's go in. So I'm going to take some ultramarine, which is our darkest in this set. And then I'm going to take, they're very bright colours apart from these. So I think I'll take some sea blue. Let's have a look. Yeah, sea blue. And some, see that's the wrong colour to go with those. That one will go. Cerulean blue. These are more red, this is more like purple, like on the, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you know what I mean, do you? And the colour families, if you can see the difference between that, more grey blue. Okay, so let's take those and then we'll give white a go. So let's do her outfit here. So let's take ultramarine. And we'll give that a go on a little sailor's dress. And I chose the one with the background already done so that we can whiz through it quicker. Now, I'd like to do it the day, if I was going to do this from start to finish, I'd perhaps like to do the daylight one. Do it in daytime. Okay, so that's ultramarine. You have to be really careful. They are so pigmented. I can't believe this is sea blue. Just how well they're performing. And then this is cerulean blue. Okay, let's try some white. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Are you impressed, folks? I don't know if I said, but I am. That's so cute. Just want to see if it does that again. It does. Look at that white. That's awesome. Okay. All right. I'm going to do this little bit and then I'll go off camera and finish the dress and the tree bit, and then I'll come back to you. I'm really enjoying playing with them. And it's taking my mind off all the other things. So don't forget there's a 10% discount code, and if they are £39 in the UK, you're going to get 10% off, so that's £3.90. So if we say £4, that makes them £35, or yeah, just thereabout £35 you'd get them for. But I can honestly tell you that I think they're worth every penny. I'll have a look on the store in a minute before I come back to you and see if they're going to sell them individually, see if they've got any answers to those questions. Because I won't get a quick response, because like I say, they're out of the office now. Oh, I'm really, really enjoying playing with them. Really enjoying it. Can you see that? In case you didn't know, I like them. Alright. And then look at that white do its job. Alright, my lovelies, I am going to go off camera. I'm going to finish this part of her dress and the tree, and then I will be back and I'll see if I can, I'll go back on Ohuhu's website and see if I've got any answers for us. Alright, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, finish that part of the tree. Obviously we've got all this growing up here, but I probably would do that differently. I'm just going to see with the famous number 2, which is khaki from the pastel set, and 13, I do believe is like powder blue. Oh, shy blue, my apologies. So I'm just going to see how they respond with a little bit of highlighting on them. Beautiful. No issues of colouring, of putting your acrylic markers over the top. No problems whatsoever. Look at that. Obviously I would put a little bit of colour into these white sections, but I think for a testing video, I think that's pretty pretty extensive. So I'm going to take khaki now, number 2, and pull a bit of that in. Yeah, I think we've done a pretty extensive test, and I'm extremely pleased with them. I know I've banged on about that, but that's what you want to know, isn't it? If you're going to buy, before you buy some pencils, extremely pleased with them. And I really hope that they develop this range to a bigger range, open stock, and I didn't check the website. Because I got too carried away and got excited. Right, let me leave that there. I'm on the website, and let's see. Says about the colours, alcohol markers, acrylic markers, watercolour. Apparently they'll colour over. We'll have to try that. I know they'll go over alcohol markers, but we'll have to try it over acrylic markers. I'm just going to wait for that to dry and then blend that in a little better. No, it doesn't say anything about at the moment. Doesn't say anything about it at the moment. So, but knowing Ohuhu, they will. So I'm going to take that very soft blue now, which is ice blue that we used on Johanna's page, and I'm just going to gently try colouring over the alcohol, the acrylic marker. Yeah. Just to blend those highlights in a bit better. and it's even doing that. I mean, it's not easy. You have to go over it a few times, but it is doing it. But most pencils struggle. And then we'll go back with the lightest blue out of the blue I use for the dress, which is cerulean blue. And we'll just go over those little highlight bits and blend them back in a bit. And it's doing that lovely. I think perhaps the ice blue was a bit too light for that pen. There we go, look at that. Blended back in. And then let's do the same for the tree. So if I take the mongoose, our lightest colour. Yeah, perfect. Oh, I'm so excited to be playing with these, I can tell you. Yeah, but I think I've done a pretty extensive review, and I hope it's given you I hope it's given you an idea of their performance. We've got from one extreme to the other. I'm sure, like any other pencil, there'll be paper that they don't like. But because they're oil-based, I'm pretty certain they'll work on slick paper. They've done this beautifully. They work incredible on Amazon paper. Absolutely beautiful. You've got to take my word for it here. With my colouring anyway, so I can't vouch for everyone. They might be different, and it's just my opinion. But I am extremely happy with them and intend to use them. So we could finish these pages if you want me to. Let me know. I won't do any more to it. I'm snowed under with looking after the little fella. My son has just given us our first granddaughter. She was a whopping £10 and she's adorable and cuddly. But also I've got my dad in the hospital, so we're having to visit, and so things are really, really challenging. But I'm more than happy to come back and do bits and bobs and whatever you'd like to see. So it takes my mind off everything, and I love spending time with you guys. So I'm going to go off, and you let me know in the comments what you think. I will put the 10% discount code in with the link to the website, so you can go and have a look yourself. Please let me know. I love, love, love reading all your comments, and I truly do read them all. I'm not always great at answering everyone. I do try, but I do read them all, and it lets me know that the videos I'm putting out are appreciated. You like what I'm doing. If you comment and you like the video, it really helps tremendously. So I'm going to stop my incessant rambling, and I am going to leave you to it. So until we meet again in the very near future, take really good care of yourselves, and I'll see you then. Bye.